In this video, we'll be converting our RTR Spec 2 into a Supercharged Spec 3. So, in the previous videos, you saw us test the limits of our RTR Spec 2. So now it's time to give this car some extra power. So in front of us, we've got a 4 Performance 3 litre supercharger kit, which we're going to be installing onto this car. That is actually going to turn this RTR Spec 2 into an official Spec 3. So with this kit installed and tuned on 99 RON fuel, these cars usually make about 780 brake horsepower straight out of the box. With that being said, let's get the parts installed onto the car and then we can move on to our testing phase. Right guys, so we're into the dyno cell with the RTR Spec 3. Yesterday was the first day that we got this car up and running. I don't know if you guys know, but at the time of making this video, 4 Performance and Whipple stopped all calibrations throughout the whole world. So we've had this car parked up since last week with a supercharger attached to it and we couldn't even start it up. It was literally just an expensive ornament. So yesterday we managed to get the car up and running on the stock Ford operating system. It runs, it drives, but we need to finish it off on the dyno, or at least see if we can finish it off on the dyno. So we've got the car strapped to the dyno now. We've got a lot of development to do. At this moment in time, I don't think anybody else is tuning the Ford Performance Supercharger on an S650 on the stock Ford operating system. I just don't think it's been done. So if we can get this working, it might even be the first in the world. So we've got a base map loaded, we're going to do some baseline runs, see where we're at, and we're going to spend the day today just tuning this car and see where we end up. So we've got the car tuned up to 7,000 RPM now. The logs are looking good, everything's nice and smooth, no timing pull, lambda's all good. So now we're looking to raise the engine speed limit to 7,500 RPM, revving it all the way out to make sure that it's happy up there, because when we take it out on track, it's going to be living at the top end of the rev range constantly. So we need to rev it all the way out to 7.5, make sure it's happy at that, and then we can kind of call this done. So going to make some changes to the tune now, change the engine speed limit, and then we'll test it and see if it's happy or not. Right guys, so the tuning session is now complete. The car is making 660 wheel horsepower and 550 foot-pound of torque at the rear wheels. We did rev the car out to 7,500 RPM, but as you can see from the dyno graph, the power is tailing off quite badly. So this car is still on the stock headers, stock cats. With this being a European car, the stock cats are very restrictive on these cars. So we've raised the rev limit anyway, just in case we need that extra 500 RPM while we're out on track. But as you can see, it's not making any more power, but we will be fixing that at a later date on this car. So that's all done now. It is now Tuesday. We've got a track day in 2 days, Thursday. We've got a track day on Thursday. We could spend more time on it tomorrow, but with that busy in the workshop, we're not going to have any more time on this car now. So we're going to have to leave it as it is and just take it to the track and hope it performs as it should. It's all just been a little bit rushed, but it's making the power. The logs are perfect, so we'll see you at Cadwell Park. Right guys, we're back at Cadwell Park in our RTR Spec 3. We're going to do some testing today, but as you can probably see, it's a bit grey. So all morning it's been chucking it down and the track's still pretty damp. So we're going to go out, get some little sighting laps in, get a feel for the car, see if there's any grip out there on the track, and hopefully it's going to dry out a bit today. So we'll get on the track and we'll see where we're at.
Hey lads, you alright?
Yeah.
You need to take those off the windscreen, please. Can't have anything in front of your heads.
We've had them there like 4 times, you've seen them 4 times.
I haven't seen them, I didn't see them. You were lucky. No. Yeah, you can't have them there.
No, not today, but we've been previously. You said they were alright. Cheers! Cheers!
Cheers! Cheers!
We aren't getting any lap times if it stays like this.
We'll stop it there. The track needs to dry up, but until then we're not getting any fast lap times at all. So yeah, let's just wait for it to dry up, that's all we can do.
So as you've seen, we've been out in our first test session and the track is just way too damp. As people spinning off it in barriers, it's been way too wet. There's no grip out there at all, and it's not even just because the car's got a lot of power, like corner entry, corner exit, there's understeer, there's oversteer, the car's just all over. So we've been able to get a bit of a feel for the car. It's got bags more power compared to how it used to be, and we're finding that we can stay in third rather than having to gear down into second and upshift mid corners and stuff like that. So when the track is dry and we've got some grip, I feel like this car is going to be very fast round here, but we just need to wait it out. The sun is actually coming out and hopefully the track gets dry and we can get some decent hot laps in, so we've just got to wait and see. Right guys, we're at the end of the day at Cadwell Park today, and it's been a very, very hard day in terms of track time. In the morning, it was raining. We actually got here, it was really nice and sunny, and it looked like it was going to be a good day. We had the driver's briefing and came outside and it was chucking it down. So all morning it's been raining, there's been multiple crashes, and we haven't really had a chance to get out in the car this morning. We went out a little bit, we were fighting for traction, and we used that much fuel on the way down here and round the track that we actually had to go back out and get more fuel. So around dinner time we went back out, got some more fuel because I don't do 99 on the track, came back, and then half of the day is gone. So we came back, the track luckily started to dry up, so we had half a session to basically get some times dialed in and try and learn this car in basically half a track day session. So the car's got an extra 300 horsepower over a stock car. We've probably gained 150, 170 kilograms in the supercharger and all the coolant and everything else that goes along with it. So we've essentially brought a brand new car. So we've done a 1:42.6, which is 1.5 seconds faster than our Spec 2 time. One thing that we did notice on this car today, when we're really pushing it, these tyres were starting to fold a little bit. So if you wanted to go any faster on in this car, it'd need some semi-slicks with a really rigid sidewall. You could go faster in this car, but I don't want to go any faster than what I did today, because the top speed has increased by 12 to 13 mile an hour on the back straight, and that's not, we could have gone faster. So like we were going flat out into a hairpin right, and you've got to learn to trust the brakes. If we did track day after track day after track day, really getting a feel for how this car can stop, then we would be able to go a little bit faster in this car, but that was fast enough for today. This car is very powerful. So in the corners it feels probably as good. Like I say, when you start leaning on them quite a lot, they do get hot because the front end's got a little bit heavier, but if you're driving it on the street, you can't even tell it's got a supercharger on there. So it still handles just as well on the road, and it's absolutely ballistic for a 750 horsepower car. Obviously there's going to be a lot more to come from this car in the future. Asbo map's been all the way up to 980 horsepower, so this car's going to be probably following it somewhere close. So after today's testing, we've confirmed that the RTR Spec 2 and Spec 3 has the performance to go with the epic aesthetics of these cars, but we haven't shown you the full potential of these cars. So we're going to head straight back to the workshop and we're going to go through a few of the things that we've got planned for these cars in the future. Right guys, we've tested the limits of a factory spec RTR Spec 3, but it's not going to stop there. We're going to push this platform even further like we have done on the 550 platforms. So this is a bolt-on stage 1 for performance kit at the minute. So we're going to be installing headers to this car, see how much more power it makes with the headers. Then we're going to be going stage 2, pulling it down, adding fuel systems, all that sort of stuff. And we're really going to be pushing this platform to see how much power we can get out of it. And along with that, we're going to be doing more performance testing. So we'll be taking it to Santa Pod, using Draggy to record acceleration times and all that sort of fun stuff, so you can see how much faster our car is in comparison to a RTR Spec 3. With that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.